Hello everyone, welcome back to channel again. So today in this video we're going to discuss about another very important and very interesting interview question that can be asked in most of the interviews. Okay, so this particular interview question will be asked, in the advanced level and in the intermediate level. Okay, so explain the question for today is that explain the S3 object lifecycle rule or policies. Okay, in S3. So what do you mean by this one is that so where there is some object lifecycle rules are there. Okay, so we are going to see some of the object lifecycle rule with some specific examples. Okay. Now, S3 object lifecycle policies or rules are allow you to automatically transition objects to different storage classes or delete them based on the predefined rules. Okay. For example, if you have any S3 bucket object that has to be deleted after a few days, or it has to be the storage classes has to be changed from one class to another class. Okay, if you wanted to configure something like that, and you can just do that. So now let's see some demo on this storage classes rules. So now we are in the S3 bucket URL. Okay, S3 bucket console. So click on general purpose buckets. So I have three buckets already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on any one of the buckets. Okay, so S3 click on cloud ingestion buckets. Okay, now as you can see here, you have to go to the management and lifecycle rules. So click on lifecycle rules. As we have defined, so we are going to see that lifecycle rules or configuration. Okay, so to create lifecycle rule. Okay, then enter the lifecycle rule. What are the lifecycle rule we are going to do? Okay, so um, for example, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give storage class change. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the storage class of the uploaded object after some days. For example, after if the log file has been uploaded today, okay, so that has to be uploaded in the standard storage class. But after 10 days of a time, so that log file cannot be used, or it's not required to be used unless or otherwise, if there is any audit that need to be retrieval. Okay, so in this cases, what we are going to do is that we are going to change the storage class, okay, to standard to glacier. Now what happens is that okay, so apply all the object in the bucket, so I'm going to apply to all the object in the bucket, or if you wanted to limit the scope of to the some specific bucket, you can apply, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply for the all the objects. Okay, so transition current version of the objects between storage classes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the storage class. So we have already seen what is storage classes, right? Standard and glacier and standard and standard IA. So there are many storage classes are there. Okay, so now as you can see here, so if any object has been uploaded, what I have to do is that transition current version object between storage classes. So the choose the storage class transition. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give a glacier deep archive. Okay, so days after object creation. So after 10 days of objects creation, for example, after 10 days of object creation, so after some period of time, I wanted to move it to glacier deep archive. Okay, this is what something I'm just uploading, because in most of the cases, if you are uploading the logs of each and every day, right, so you will be seeing those logs after in some particular days itself, right? So if you want to see some of the logs for yesterday and day for yesterday, and we won't be seeing for more than 10 days of logs, right? So it will be accumulated, and it'll be charged for you more. Okay, for example, if you go for a CloudTrail logs, if you're adding CloudTrail logs, the CloudTrail logs will be added in the storage account every day. Okay, we don't need CloudTrail logs for every day for more than 10 days, right? So we won't be able to analyze though the activities more than 10 days, so it can be considered as a deep archive, so deep glacier deep archive. So whenever we do glacier deep archive, so it'll be stored in the cold storage. Okay, which means that the retrieval time will be reduced, and also the cost is also will be reduced. Okay, so we can just create the rules like this. Okay, so now what happens is that using the lifecycle configuration, so I'll be able to so move all the objects which is uploaded so more than 10 days, then that can be considered as a deep archive storage, which is the glacier. Okay, so in the same way, we can also delete So you can also delete. There is some, so delete the expert object. I don't know, delete markers or incomplete multi-part approach. Like, so you can also delete some of the objects. So based on the based on the days, or based on the based on the conditions. Okay, this is what called life cycle configuration in S3 bucket. Okay, so hope you understand this particular question. This type of questions are really important question. So if you go for interview, the interviewer may ask you very deep questions like this. Okay, so just to make you understand, like, whether do you really understand all the concepts on S3 buckets or not. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Hope this video is really helpful for you to prepare an interview. Okay, if you want to see more videos like this, please stay tuned, and we'll be posting a lot of videos like this in the future.